Hello, this is Greg from Mystery Honey. I thought I'd make a quick video because I received an email from Stu and Lou in Wiltshire, and they asked if I have any tips and advice about starting a honey business. First of all, I'd recommend don't do it. It is a massive drain on your resources, not just time, but money and energy. I am like 100% knackered all of the time. It sucks. It is also quite a difficult thing to get into as well. So starting a honey business from scratch, you have to do baby steps. I know quite a few people who have started and they've just gone, right, I'm starting a business now, and they've gone from something like 10 hives to 200 hives in a single year, and they don't have the experience for it. So they've got maybe like 2 or 3 years experience and they've just gone for it, and things have just crashed. The swarms everywhere, they're not getting the honey that they expected, and they're just losing money left, right and centre. And at the end of it they go, right, we've sold hundreds or so of these jars of honey, and how much have we actually made? Minus £10,000. So it is quite a hard thing to get into. So it was good to do like little baby steps and work your way up from small to large. Now the main thing you need to do is make a plan. What do you want this business to be? Do you want this business to be a hobby that pays for itself? Because that's one level of stress, but that is definitely doable. You could probably get away with that, and that's exactly what I wanted to do at start. I just wanted to start it off as a way of paying for itself, because it was costing me a lot of money to begin with, and then it kind of spiraled out of control, and then I realised that I actually love beekeeping. I've never loved a hobby like I love this one. I feel like it's the right thing for me to do. It is part of me. So ever since then I realised I would rather do this over any other job in the world. Any other job at all. Maybe a professional millionaire, but I don't think you can become a professional millionaire without being a millionaire. But yeah, it's one of the best things I've ever done in my life, and I want to do that as a full-time job. So that's my plan. Focus on turning my business into a full-time work. So my next step is to go part-time, and from part-time I will go to full-time. So make a plan. Make a plan of what you want. Also, you need to figure out how you want to sell your honey. Are you going to do market stalls? Because those are usually on the weekend, and that means that you're losing that weekend time with your family and friends, and instead you're going to be sat under a tent on a very uncomfortable camp chair talking to complete strangers, and there's going to be a lot of time wasters, and you still have to be super nice to them and super kind to them and courteous, but it is draining. Or you can sell online. So I sell online, but you have to have an online store. That has its own costs, its own logistics problems, all that sort of that stuff. That's difficult. That is a time sink as well. Or you could do what I do and go through mainly stockists. Stockists takes a lot of the issue out the way. You don't have to faff a lot of the time, but it does cut into your profits by quite a lot. So half of my profits go to my stockists. We split it 50-50. And once you've decided that, then, well, if it's a stockist, then you need to network. And networking is really, really difficult, especially if you're not used to it. Just going up to a random business owner and going, hey, I have some honey. Would you like to sell my honey? You'll make like a couple of quid per jar. Let's make some money together, eh? Really friggin' difficult to do that. Like, daunting. And then you've just got to think about the costs in general. For a jar of honey, you need to figure out how much it costs for the jar, how much it costs for the lid, how much it costs for the label, the designing of the label, the packaging, how you're going to send it off in the post, how you're going to store it, how you're going to keep it liquid if you want to make runny honey, or how you're going to keep it crystallized. All these things, you need to think of all these logistics. Most of all, you need to think about your time, because your time is precious, especially if it's a business. It's no longer a hobby. As soon as it's a business, your time is precious. You need to think about how much it's going to cost for you per minute. So minimum wage wise, that's what I use as a scale of how much it costs me to do things, is minimum wage. I'm making a couple of quid per jar, and that's really bad, because you're working so hard throughout the year, you're doing so much extra work, and you're selling it off, and someone's giving you £2. And you're like, there you are, that's your profit, well done, good work, buddy. It's kind of soul destroying. When they say there's no money in honey, it's very correct. There are ways to make more money, which is where you get honey packers, where they don't do any of the beekeeping stuff. They just buy in honey, put it in a jar and sell it. And that's why I have a real dislike for them, because a lot of them are making out that they're really good businessmen and they're doing really good stuff, but a lot of the time they're buying cheap honey from abroad and packing it. Minor rant there, sorry about that. So costs. Work out your costs, work out your time, work out how much honey you're going to be producing, because it's not always going to be that case. It's not always going to be that much honey. You have good times, bad times. It's a seasonal product, because you will run out. That's another thing. You need to work out, if I'm going to be able to make 1,000 jars in a year, which is surprisingly doable, how can I keep that going throughout the year if I've got a stockist? Because what you don't want to do is have a stockist and then run out mid-year, because as soon as you run out of honey and the stockist knows that there is a market for honey, they will start finding honey elsewhere. They will find another one of your competitors to start selling that honey, and then it's very difficult to get your honey back into that stockist once you've run out. So that is something that you need to really pay attention to if you're going to the stockist route. My final bits of advice are: get in touch with HMRC. Let them know that you want to start a business. If you have a total incoming amount of money that's over £1,000, they will want to know. So get in touch with HMRC and say, right, I'm going to be making more than £1,000 a year. I need to get taxed on it. The second one is get in touch with the Environmental Health Office. They will come around, they'll check out your property and see what you're doing, how you're spinning it and stuff like that. They will give you really good advice, and it's very important to use that advice to make your area sanitary, not just for your customers but also for your pocket, because if you get caught doing something dodgy, they will fine the crap out of you and it sucks. Finally, you need to get in touch, if you haven't already, with your local BPKA and join them. It costs like 30 quid to join them for a year, and you are covered with public liability for your honey and beeswax products. It has to be pure honey and pure beeswax, so you can do candles and stuff like that and beeswax blocks, but if you do any sort of infusions like hot honey, that's not covered. You have to get separate public liability. But get in touch with the BBKA and join them, and you will get public liability, and that is crucial, because if anything goes wrong, you will be covered, and you'll have insurance to help pay for it. So very vital. Do that. I know I've kind of been negative about it, but I just want you to have your eyes wide open when it comes to doing this. It is a daunting task to do. I understand why you want to do it, because obviously I wanted to do it and I've done it. But you really do have to think about it. You have to think about your family life. You have to think about your current roles, your jobs and stuff like that, and your home life as well, because it's all going to change the more that you get invested into your business, the busier your business gets. And there's also jobs out there that you didn't realise that you need to do once you start a business, like becoming a social media manager, which, hello, I'm talking to you now, even though I'm absolutely terrible and camera shy, but I'm talking to you right now. Because this is the part of the business. You need a social media presence. You need to be a part-time accountant, because no one else is going to add your sums up. And if you're a beekeeper, then you already automatically have terrible maths from just bees. For some reason, they make your maths terrible. It doesn't make sense. And all the other fiddly roles that you have no idea, like a designer and graphic designer and like production. So you need to know how to edit videos, and you need to be able to do all this other stuff, and it's the logistics. You need to be able to transport stupid things from A to B, and so there's lots to do when you start it as a business, and yeah, it's a little nightmare, but it's still the best thing I've ever done. I love it. It's great. It's the best thing ever, and I'd highly recommend it if you have the mental capacity for it and the time for it and the funds for it as well. Good luck with your future. I really, really hope that you do take it on. I really, really hope that you have gone through it smartly. And if you have any questions or anything like that whatsoever, please, please, please get in touch with me. I'm more than happy to help you. Just leave an email or a phone number, because it doesn't have to be public like this. All right, I hope that helps. God, it feels like I just moaned. Yeah, sorry.